Living in China, the discussions are over, the soul searching done, and the contract signed. It is decided that China is your new home. The first step to becoming a full-fledged resident of China is issuing the proper paperwork. It is important that you check with your local China embassy or consulate about specific requirements for people from your country when planning a visit to China. Some countries have negotiated special deals that allow their citizens to visit China for a limited time without visas. The governing body for all China visa matters is the Entry and Exit Administration under the Public Security Bureau, PSB. Their regulations are published online at http://www.shanghai.gov.cn. When applying for a working visa, you need to enter China with a Z visa issued by a China embassy or consulate outside of China. This will be converted to a permanent Z visa within China once you have registered with the local police station, had a residence permit issued, obtained a physical from a locally designated China hospital and filed appropriate supporting paperwork. The supporting paperwork required is your resume, a copy of your employment contract and a letter from your company confirming that you are filling a role that cannot be filled by a Chinese national. You will need a number of small passport-size photos to accompany the paperwork. Some will be used for the residence permit, some for the work permit and some for the records office. Confirm with the administrator's office before submitting your paperwork. Policies vary slightly from city to city. This typically needs to be finished within 30 days, so you should begin the process soon after you arrive. It is very important that you are registered with the police station in the district you are staying once you arrive. If you are staying in a hotel, the hotel automatically takes care of this. Most cities penalize you with hefty fines if you have stayed in a residential area for more than a few days without registering with the local police. If you do not enter China on a Z visa, you will need to leave China and re-enter with one. This can typically be done within 2 working days in Hong Kong or Singapore. A spousal visa can be converted to a work visa without leaving China. Once all of the paperwork has been filed, it normally takes 2 to 3 working weeks to have it processed. During some of that time, they will need to keep your passport. Carefully coordinate with the passport office on the timing if you need to travel. They can issue a temporary paper to travel with domestically should it be an issue. A roof over your head once you are legally allowed to stay in China. The next challenge is to choose your home. Long gone are the days when foreigners were relegated to a couple of hotels or apartment compounds. Living options in China have never been more exciting. From skyscrapers to renovated factories to golf villas, you can find a home that suits your personality and budget. Fast and easy. Serviced apartments. If you have adequate budget, the option with the greatest convenience is a serviced apartment. In the early days of opening, a few hotel chains made an accurate assessment of the difficulty that setting up a China presence would involve and set up an instant solution. In every major city are a few 5-star hotels that provide serviced apartments to live in, have authorized office towers attached, and have enough restaurants, shops and nightlife that you seldom need to leave. These serviced apartments provide fully furnished homes with housekeeping services, laundry, shoe repair, health clubs, massage services, food delivery and a hairdresser. Many also have delis, grocery stores and a variety of restaurants nearby to choose from. Some also provide butler service as needed for entertaining. Because the hotel-owned serviced apartments are expensive, most who reside in them are senior-level executives on solid expat packages. On the other hand, there are a growing number of residential compounds that offer serviced apartments at the less serviced end of the scale. Private companies are buying up blocks in newer compounds, and some offer short-term leases that include basic furnishings, laundry and housekeeping service. These are usually occupied by people working on short-term contract in China who would prefer to stay in an apartment rather than a hotel, either because of personal preference or financial restraint. Prices for serviced apartments range from US $1,400 per month for a short-term lease in a reasonably new apartment building, to upwards of US $10,000 per month in a 5-star hotel-run compound.